Welcome back. Now, sometimes life does not go as planned. Of course, we have all these ideas and then things happen. But oftentimes those curveballs, those changes, those new life lessons definitely teach us something. And this afternoon we have with us Emily Zarecki, who knows all about that as a local author. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me a little bit, well, honestly, tell me about this beautiful book. What's going on here?
Yes, this book, it's called Golden Scars, is a memoir. So I talk about my experience with breast cancer from diagnosis through treatment and then life post-cancer. But I also talk about past trauma and some really challenging life experiences that helped me face a cancer battle with determination and a bit of positivity. Like I've done some hard things before. I can do this. It wasn't an oh, why me? But I was scared, absolutely, but I thought, I can do this.
Well, of course, we want folks to read the book, but at the same time, let's give a sneak peek in terms of, unfortunately, breast cancer is still a very big thing. We're always doing the fight. Susan G. Komen, we talk about it, big advocates here.
Yes.
But what else was lovingly piled on top of you life-wise?
Yes. So my story actually, this part of my story begins in July of 2009. My late husband, Steve, struggled with mental health, and I never expected that he would die unexpectedly. He took his life in July of 2009, and aside from, losing my husband, I was suddenly at 35 on my own, and I had 3 young children. My son was 8, and I had twins who were 4. So life just changed.
Just kept lifing for you. So then being a widow, a young widow with young children, how did you not just crawl into a ball into yourself and kind of give up? Because that's a lot.
It is a lot, and it was my children who really kept me going. I mean, there would be days where I would just want to stay in bed, let the day pass by, but I thought, I've got these 3 kids, relying on me, and I don't want this horrific thing, which was awful, and I want to help them through it, but I didn't want it to be something that would just send them on a bad path. And I had responsibility for them, and they absolutely kept me going.
What's it like trying to juggle trauma, motherhood, school for children, all these different things kind of together? What kept you going?
Help, absolutely. My parents were a lifeline to me. I ended up moving closer to be with, be near them, because just trying to, do it all. I mean, I had a full-time job plus kids and everything, and I wanted to continue doing what I was doing, but I knew I was going to need help. So when they say it takes a village, it takes a village. I needed the help, and I definitely reached out.
Which is good, and I'm seeing, of course, and you're seeing the title of the book, it's intentional, Golden Scars. What's that about?
Yes. So when I was newly widowed, I guess, I heard about the Japanese art called kintsugi. So it's where broken objects are kind of reborn almost with gold or some other precious metal. And I felt so broken at that time. And the idea of seeing these cracks, which were part of my story, this was obviously these experiences were going to shape me into who I am today. And to realize that I wasn't so broken, and these were going to be beautiful stories, and I hope that through my story I can help somebody else, because we're all experiencing with something difficult in our life.
I love the fact. Now, today is a big deal because you turned 21 again. Happy birthday.
I did. Thank you so much.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. 21 again.
21 again. And then, so today, it's 419 Day. It's your birthday, and also it is...
It is the launch of the book. It is now available and out there.
So I saw it because we just put it up there. It's on Amazon.com right now.
It is.
What is one thing that you want to make sure that folks pull from this book?
I really want people not just to see what I went through, but I really want them to see, because of challenges that we all go through, I want them to see that there's hope, that there is community out there are other resources, and that, there are hard things in life, but we move forward with them. And I think it's important to learn how these hard things become part of our story.
But it's hard, Emily.
It's
hard to live. Why?
It is.
Because you said the widowing, the children, the wonderful cancer,
Yes.
COVID you experienced, good times.
Yes, good times. And during that time, I also embraced love again, and I married again. So they were all hard, but I also wanted to embrace the hard, knowing that I wasn't the only person who's been widowed and had cancer. I know I'm not the only one, but I just didn't want to stay stuck in life. I still wanted to continue living life and moving forward, and I knew I had to find a way to utilize these experiences to, if there's a way to help someone else who's either battling an illness or has lost a loved one, to hopefully read my story and see there are ways to move forward, and that life can really be awful sometimes. It can be awful and hard, but also ways for other people who are working with that person, or just ways that people can help one another, because we're all experiencing something hard in life, and how we move forward.
I like that. So basically, as someone who's going through something tough, I can relate to this book, and if I'm looking to help someone who I know is struggling, this is a way to look at it as well.
Absolutely.
So either way, this book is for you. You're
Yes.
welcome. All right. And then the next question, of course, is folks are watching. Maybe they want to reach out to you. Is it easy just to go through Amazon? Do you have like a good email, maybe a website? Tell us.
I have a website. So my website is emilyzarecki.com. So you can get to my email, so you can reach out to me. I've got my phone number out there.
Oh.
So
You can call her right on the phone. Look at that.
absolutely. I just want to be open and help share my story, and hopefully help people with my story.
Emily, thank you so much for being open. Thank you for
you.
sharing this story, and hopefully you will get the book, okay? If not, and then just figure it out, or just call her on the phone. She's available. We will be right back.
Thank you.